Hey, gaming minions, what's going on? Well, not gaming minions anymore. Hello, minions across the globe. How you doing? I think we'll work on that. So, I've literally just got back. Well, not literally just now. I'd say about half an hour ago. I've just been faffing about my own home. My room's looking like a bit of a bombshell, but hey. So, X-Men: Dark Phoenix. Right, this is not a review. This is just my simple, brief thoughts on what I thought of the film, and whether I thought it was good or not, that kind of thing, how I feel about it as a whole. Now, after the film ended, I was speaking to my partner in the cinema, and I said, what rating do I give this film? That sort of arbitrary, insert certain number here out of a 10 kind of rating. So I said I'd give it a 5 out of 10. It's not the best X-Men film, and it's not exactly the worst, and that's saying something for it, considering what I watched. So, spoilers. If I probably go into a bit too much, there might be spoilers. In fact, there will be, because it's saying a review, not a spoiler-free thing. So I will be spoiling a bit. So you've been warned. If you like spoilers, hey-ho. I know someone who does. Goodness me. So there were 3 reasons why I was looking forward to watching this movie. And those 3 reasons are Jean Grey, Storm, and the legend himself of magnetism. Well, I'd say Magneto. I actually forgot that this movie took events. I wouldn't say took events. This movie happened after the events of Apocalypse. I actually forgot that film because, X-Men Apocalypse, it's kind of forgetful. But in any case, let's get to the film itself. So I remember at the start of the film, roughly around the start, in the first about 20 minutes, I'd say, I wasn't really too keen on exactly what Raven was saying to Charles. That bit about when she was going on about, women are always saving men and things like that. And why is it called the X-Men? Should be called the X-Women. And immediately right there, I was like, eye rolling. Comment again. All this sort of feminism and SJW nonsense and agenda politics or whatever it bloody is. Can we just put a stop to that, please? No one gives a flying tails if you're male or female. At the end of the day, if you're a superheroine or superhero, male or female, and you just go out saving people, does it matter what a certain team's called? Why should that flipping come into it? Why would that pop in your head to think that's the be-all and end-all of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing to be a good person to save other people? It doesn't matter. Goodness sake. So I thought, well, this is just as advertised as well, considering the fact that what was revealed in the trailers is pretty much what I was actually saw. So I expected to see a certain few scenes in there. It sort of, the dirt was released over a few things about what I thought it may have been heading in what sort of direction. When the movie ended, I didn't really feel like it ended on anything that was big or bombastic. It wasn't exactly thrilling. There was a massive thrill at maybe about 5% of the film. And those were probably just the fight scenes. That's probably the only part I really enjoyed. The movie looks good before the CGI effects and great. That's all good stuff, especially in this day and age. I like a film that has good effects, but it's just like video gaming graphics. Great graphics doesn't make a great game. Great effects don't make a great movie. Compelling storytelling and something that we can get emotionally invested in and, feel for the characters. That's what I like. I really didn't care about much of any of the characters in this movie. It was great to see the X-Men that we knew from First Class in it, some of them anyway, and the movies after it. It was good to see Nightcrawler in action. He went on a berserk during the last sort of 20 minutes on the last fight encounters on the train scene. He was going all out, man. He was good. He just sort of, he felt, no, what does this army dude have to die in my arms? And he just went bizarre. I thought, yeah, go on, Kurt. You show him how it's done. That's what I want to see. There was an F-bomb in it. I assume that's probably the reason why it's got a 12. Just one F-bomb, but there's probably, I don't know. I wasn't pretty paying too much attention on the language and things, but yeah, I remember that because Magneto threatened to kill Jean after it was revealed to Magneto that Raven died at the hands of the Phoenix, because I wouldn't say Jean Grey, because that wouldn't be exactly correct, because it wouldn't be, Jean would never do that. It was just the bloody power within her and stuff. The sort of vibe I got with this film as well, was also like I'm babysitting this sort of thing. It's like, oh goodness me, I've seen this done many, many times in films. Okay, when you have a power and you're unsure how to use it, okay, that's fair enough, right? But the way this movie went, it's like as if Jean Grey was pretty much I don't know, a noob, so to speak. I understand that when you get a new power, you want to understand how it works and you don't want to lose control and things, but that's good, that's good. But I wouldn't say I was emotionally invested with Jean Grey in this film. I wasn't really emotionally invested with pretty much anyone. I was just happy to see just a few characters and see how they can engage with each other. So when I say I give this movie a 5 out of 10, that's mostly to do with the fight scenes, the CGI effects, a bit of the music. I didn't expect a few deaths in there. Well, there wasn't really much of a few, apart from the obvious people caught in a crossfire. Like, you know, no one who really cares about this type of people. They're just cannon fodder or bantha poodle. The expendable sort of fourth party characters no one gives a toss about. So when I saw Raven's death, I thought, ooh, is this gonna be one of those things where she's just gonna come back to life and things? Is this what's gonna happen? And at the end of the day, no, it didn't. I was quite happy with that, because usually in films like that, something happens like that and you just take it back. Sometimes death can be meaningless in these bloody films, but no, I'm happy they stuck with it, but I don't know where they're going to go from it. I was a bit confused as to why this movie was made, because of the fact, I know I may not be familiar with the Phoenix timeline and stories in Marvel Comics and all that. I do like my X-Men films and I do like my X-Men comics and stuff, but I'm not really too familiar with Jean Grey and the Phoenix. So after I've watched this film, I did ask myself, what was the point of it? Why was we introduced to this and it wasn't really threatening, you know? There was only threat level was only mainly around the X-Men, and it was mainly to do with Jean's past, and it's about protecting her and all this and that lies, and no one's perfect kind of thing, trying to make it looked like as if Charles Xavier's the bad one when he was doing what he thought was right, just to trying to protect someone, and some people don't see it from that. They will have different perspectives, yada yada yada, and all this and that. But this film, I just feel like it wasn't really thrilling. I didn't really care for much of any of the characters. I was really interested to see what Magneto was up to. I really enjoyed Michael Fassbender's portrayal of Magneto. I think he's great. I love Michael Fassbender. He's a great actor. I love the fact he can speak a few different languages. It's cool. That's cool. With the fact that he wanted to kill Jean, which is understandable considering the fact he loved Raven. That you can sort of relate to, because he's pretty much lost his family, everyone he's ever loved, just taken away from him. We've all seen the films that he's been in, and you can understand why he does what he does, so to speak. You know, some people just snap and you can't take any much more of it. You know, he thought he could deal with his pain the way he could by taking souls. Beast, I really enjoyed Hank McCoy's Beast character in this film. You know, it was great to see that the characters were going under such emotional involvement by the loss of a loved one or a friend, things like that. It was great to see them actually interact with each other. It was really good to see an X-Men movie where all eyes were not on just one character. And although I liked this certain character, it just felt good by not having this character in it, Wolverine. But you can see what I mean by that, because of the fact that every time Wolverine's on screen, people want to know what's he doing. So it was great to see how these characters were going to go from here, there, or what's next kind of thing. Music, I can't remember really much of the music. I can't really say much on that. The effects in that were good and things. The fight scenes were okay. There's a bit of action orientated, which is alright. But the movie ended quite quickly. And I was getting a bit bored. Just a little bit. Hence the reason why I gave it a 5 out of 10. It's watchable. And I can't really say much more than that. Now, why did I enjoy watching Jean and Storm? It's obvious. Look at them. Enough said. But Storm, yeah, Aurora Monroe, she's really good. I really love her accent. That accent is just amazing. I love it. Alexandra Ships, she really played an amazing Storm. It was good to see Storm use more of her Storm powers, which is really, really good, and see her actually get involved in protecting her friends. Love it. All in all, there's probably a lot more which I've not touched upon, which I'm probably aware of, but at the same time, the movie really wasn't that thrilling. It was nothing out of the ordinary. It's not the best X-Men, and it's not the worst, but it's definitely in the bottom category in terms of X-Men for me. And in terms of like storytelling goes, I really don't see the reason why they went down this road. I mean, it's nice to have another X-Men film, but if this was a cash grab, they probably did an okay job. But when people are hating on this, they have their own reasons. I'm not even seeing those videos yet because I don't want to be spoiled by the movie. So after this video is uploaded, I will be having a look at those videos as to why people were hating on it and things. But I don't hate the film. I just wasn't really interested. I felt it was a bit, not boring, because I was able to watch it from start to finish. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed the CGI and the special effects. I enjoyed the character interactions and things. You know, exactly who would do what. It felt, you know, because they were fighting each other and things like that. So it was really good to see such emotional involvement between the characters rather than just fighting because of no reason. And I wonder what films do that. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't seen the film, yeah, go and watch it if you want. If you have, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. Or if you're on Twitter, or Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Take good care of yourselves, fellow gaming minions. And just before I end this video, I will be implementing something at the end of my videos. And it depends when I need to implement this. So at the end of this video, I'm pretty sure you'll see what it is anyway. It's something really brief, but it's something that's new. So take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Thank you to my following new subscriber, The Minion versus the Game.